180. We go. Hey, watch it.
On first down, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Nixon will try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Hill on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Wait, set. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Nice, sweetheart.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 18. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you.
On 2nd down at 4, Trubisky. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Brady, he's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wait, that wide, 80. 56. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Alpha.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line. That's the
16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Wait, that 380. Right there, 54 Mike. Too little, cupcake. Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Go! 180! Alert! Alert! Let's go, B! Let's go!
On first down, Logan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go!
On 2nd and 11 now, Trubisky. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now it's Mixon running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On On second down, Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on second and 8, Trubisky. And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead down to 9. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got an open man, it's Ratley. 23 yards, the final tally. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 19-yard line.
Check three.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another? And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert. Check, check, check. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
16. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, let's go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Sanders, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
64, wait. Check, 56. Hey, pick your game up. 56 is Mike. 56 is Ram.
Now Brady. And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the flow.
Hey, Alabama, Alabama.
Watch the flow. Motion, blow. Right there. 54. Right there.
Alert!
They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 16 yards there. A Tennessee 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Hey, 20.
At the Colts 42-yard line.
Watch the screen.
Sugar. Bravo.
Mike 54.
Hey, Alabama.
On 2nd and 12, Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, You're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Easy. Hey, check it.
Brady going to go on fourth down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Another run with Sanders. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Go, go.
56. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the curl. Back. Hey, alert.
Rip. Easy.
6 guys. 72.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And no, it's incomplete. The 2017 All. Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
It's a turnover on down.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 40 now on second down. Trubisky. It's complete. Stills. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kenny Stills. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is, Is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Brady. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Brady now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. On second down now, it's Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, keep it up. Kill. Slam. Check it back.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And the pressure gets to him again. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 16 yards the pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Mixon. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Lock in.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run for it with Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll go again with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Check, crunch.
Brady. They complete it to Hill. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyreek Hill. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Butker on for the PAT. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
No. Check three.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the run, it's Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Let's see what you got.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.